This morning we have a box opening, and this is a bit of a mystery item. Well, it's not too much of a mystery item because it says old transistor radio on the customs declaration. But this comes from England, from a gentleman named Taramo. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. T-A-R-M-O. He contacted me and said that he found something on his trip to Estonia that I might find interesting, and he'd like to send it to me. Now, it looks like Taramo is actually from Estonia originally. At least that's kind of what I figured out from looking at his videos and such. Most of his stuff is in Estonian language. I was a bit shocked to see the postage price here. It looks like it says, hey, where is it? It's very hard to read. 47 pounds? Or was it that I said? Yeah, 47 pounds. And a pound is worth about $1.50, so that makes the shipping on this over $70, which is kind of heavy. So I'm real excited to get into this and see what it is. It's not that heavy of a pound. Let's see, does it give a weight here? I don't see a weight on it. Let's just see if we can figure out how to get it open. Cutting at it, I guess. Radio from Estonia, which I would imagine that would probably be some form of Russian radio. Well, it looks like the international shipping agencies are trying to keep up with UPS. Actually, that might not have been done in shipping. That might have been like that. That's okay. A little glue will take care of that. Well, this is very cool. Yeah, made in USSR. Very cool. Let's get this... Let's get this thing opened up as quickly as possible. Alright, so let's see what we got here. So, trying to do this stuff one-handed is... Okay. a screw here. Let me get that out. This is where the batteries go, in here. Let's read the instructions. It looks like it has batteries that go in this side and in this side. But it's interesting, is that a pot or is that an electric? I guess that's a pot. Jeez. And then oh crap. So this is like a TV like a TV tuner where it's got the turrets with the little nublets that rub against a set of contacts, which are actually down in there. 25 meters, 31 meters, 41, 49, and then of course CB is that's the AM broadcast band, and then I believe that little A looking thing, that's long wave. So this is in meters, I think. So that's 1,000 to 1,800 meters. And that's 200 to like 600 meters, which is the AM broadcast band. And it's got a telescoping antenna here. The thing is it's all here. There's enough here to work, to make it work. Let's try it. Try and get this apart. Some kind of plug here. Look at that. Russian transistors in sockets. Is that a permanent magnet speaker or is that a coil around that thing? I can't tell. You know, I bet this thing would work if this wire was not broken. I bet this thing would work. Well, the capacitors dry out in these too, but I don't even see where that wire would go. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Just like a TV. Look at that. Just like a TV. The variable capacitors in there. Seems like there's one missing here, but it's not missing when you tune it through. Well, let me get a magnifying glass and see what I can figure out with that right there. And then, wonder if we could power it up. Looks like it takes 9 volts. It almost looks like it uses D cells. I believe I see where this wire goes. If you follow the wire with the green terminal, the green wire in the center, you follow that up, see there where it's broken? It's the only place I see it can possibly go. Let's solder that thing on there and power this thing up. Alright, wire has been tacked back on. 9-volt battery, I figured out this is negative that goes to the power switch. Of course, it's all PNP germanium. You can see that it's negative there, and positive is connected back here. And I'm going to measure the current here because 2 reasons. It'll give me an idea if the radio is actually getting power, if the power switch is bad or anything else, and it'll give me an idea of how much current it's drawing. It should probably draw on 20 milliamps or so, maybe less. And it'll also, if there's a short, it'll keep me from destroying a brand new battery. So here we go. And nothing. Ooh. Wow. So it appears we have a bad power switch. Hear that? This wire is just so crusty. Let me drop down to the milliamp scale since we know it's not shorted. Pull that up. I believe that's long wave. So let's do AM broadcast.
If this was television, you'd see exactly what I'm talking about. It's a big aluminum valve, all the fuel that distributes, and it measures the amount of air that comes into the engine. I don't know if you ever looked at it. It's got a big plunger inside. The air comes through, it richens the mixture, and as you let off, makes it less fuel, but that is, if I'm not mistaken, that's adjustable, and I just don't think it's set up right, and it's probably a manufactured one. I'm not sure. A new one would be very, very expensive.
Well, this one was very expensive. It was
pretty girls into Athens, Georgia. You couldn't get my...
Ya dijo, ¿eh? Ya lo prometió el desgraciado. Sin ropa, dijo.
Well, there's a few options, and you know, every time I take a call that's similar to this, I'll get something else.
Anything that I've even looked at remotely this entire season, I am hammering. Football this way.
At the church.
That's some of what's trending now on EF.
So make sure you get plenty.
Beehive in your son's treehouse. Let go of the time you thought that skunk.
Is that a date code?
Somebody who spent
55 to 200 millimeter DX lenses. Lightweight Nikon has 24.1 megapixels, 3-inch LCD with live view and full 1080 HD video. This new Nikon D5200 with...
now, are you under a wage or...
The 7th tax. You'll also get a free Nikon Wi-Fi.
Healthy Joints también, que es otro producto estrella. La carne, dale algo. Angio 이름 말이야 이거. Cristina.
Oh, God.
Due process hearings, installment agreements, and demanding fairness by abiding with taxpayer Bill of Rights. JSN and Associates 24 hours.
Thing is, I wouldn't be one bit surprised if the U2 copyright didn't identify this right here. See, 31 meters. So that'd be 10 megahertz, right?
At the time, 16 hours, 48 minutes, coordinated universal time.
At the tone, 16 hours, 48 minutes. Coordinated universal time. Whether one questions to the European public. Developing 13 source. 1 north, 1 northeast, 4 0
So yeah, I believe that's 10 megahertz, 31 meters. I could be wrong. Let's try 25 meters.
Trying to understand science, and I'd spent a long time and accumulated an awful lot of note cards and scraps of paper, and I just wanted a book that would be simple that I could stay at home, and you know, what better thing to do than write about your own life? You don't have to do any research, really. You know?
Well, you do, because, I mean, you quote what was on the front page of the paper.
I did go back in the end. I did do some research, but essentially, the story I'm telling is my own, and I didn't need to do the research, really.
This is probably BBC or Radio Australia.
Also, I did want to kind of make amends. I had visited this territory once with a book called The Lost Continent, which is my very first book. And The Lost Continent, because it was my first book, I was really just so focused on trying to be amusing and trying to make jokes.
esta es una concentración potentísima.
But also on what they've got to pay when they go to the doctor or when they fill a prescription.
Average out-of-pocket cost reached over $1,200 in 2013. This portion of the news sponsored by South Bay BMW. And winning a lot.
All right, so what's next? This is definitely a fixer, I think, even though the cabinet's in pretty bashed up shape. It's still a super cool radio, and it works with nothing done to it. Clean it up. Clean this up. Figure out how to spray some juice into this thing. It looks pretty tightly sealed, but figure out how to spray some juice into this thing and get it so it works. Probably what I will do is put 3 lithium-ion cells in this in place of D cells. 3 lithium-ion cells with a few diodes in series with it to knock it down to exactly around 9 volts. They're light, they're high current. They will last forever. 20 milliamps. If it's using an average 15 to 20 milliamps into a 4 amp battery, that'll last quite a while. And just kind of clean it up and glue it back together. I guess that's about it. The plastic is just hard from being so old. Just kind of go through it and tighten everything down and lube it. I'm seeing date codes in here of what look like 66, 67, 68. Looks like it's only a 2-gang tuning capacitor. Anyway, a huge thank you to Toramo. This is actually very cool. And if I could reciprocate by sending you some of America's finest, maybe some Monsanto GMOs or some chemically processed cigarettes or some hip-hop culture, let me know. Let me know if I can hook you up with any of the fine things that we've created in the past 20 years.